What's up, everybody? It's Duke from Sportsgamerz.com. The Madden 25 demo has just been recently released. So, here with a great tip for y'all out of the Seahawks playbook. And you're probably saying, Seahawks playbook? Like, you're using the Niners and the Ravens. How you got the Seahawks playbook? Well, my boy Shane Gutter, he found a little trick to where you can actually use different teams' playbooks with other teams. So, like if you got, but it only works if on the matchups, the teams on the same side. So the matchups, it's the Niners on the left, and the Seahawks on the left, and then the Ravens and Packers on the right. So you could only switch the playbooks between the teams on the same side. So that would be Niners, Seahawks, and then the Packers and the Ravens. So anyway, we're in the Seahawks playbook, like I said. First play we're going to look at, well, actually the only play we're going to look at because it's so tough out of this Madden 25 demo right here is the single back snugs. Again, out of the Seahawks playbook, Hawks HB wheel. Now, before we even run this play, I just want to make note. I love this formation in general because it can be flipped. Like you can flip it to run this, so the routes, to where you could have the corner route post on either the right or the left, either side. Same thing with the wheel route, and the defense is not going to know because your formation stays the same. It's not players running across the field or anything. So this is a great quick hike play because you really don't even have to do anything on this play to make it tough. Like this play has perfect spacing as is. The only thing I do is I just whatever side I have the drag on, I just motion him out one step and hike the ball. Makes him unbumpable against man. Also, get him open against zone. Basically, when I run this play, guys, my reads are always the same. First, I look into the flats on the wheel route and the motion drag. These routes are both extremely fast, so if they're blitzing me and they're not covering them, I'm going to take them every time until they start covering them. Both those routes have to be covered, then I'm going to look to the corner route. This corner route breaks so hard against man coverage, it kills man coverage. It's a great corner route for man coverage. Secondly, the angle that it breaks combined with the drag route will allow it to get open against most zone coverages unless mainly covered or, just really just trying to do everything possible out of zone to take it away. Now, if all those three routes happen to be covered, which is very, very rare, then we move on to middle of the field on the deep post and in routes. Now, these routes work well together because it's really hard to cover both. Unless you're just playing all out coverage deep. The deep post is a potential huge play against both man and zone. The in route is very effective, especially against people who blitz, because most people don't look for in routes; they look for slant routes. So those routes are going to be like our secondary reads. I never force stuff. If I have someone open, I take it. You never want to just force passes because that's how you make mistakes. If something, if your primary reads are open, take them. But anyway, let's just go through the reads on this play first. We're just going to go against cover 3. All right, so you see motion bolted out one step, snap the ball. So you can see that the corner route is open over the middle of the field. Not over the middle of the field, on the sideline, just because of the way it breaks. Meanwhile, the drag that we motion is wide open over the middle of the field. We pull past that up, we get first down. If they just zone blitz you and something like this to where, they're not covering the flats and they're covering the middle of the field a little tougher, go ahead. You can take, take that all day long, to the running back. You don't have to go to, the drag. The running back can get you, good yardage right there. They want to blitz us. They don't cover the flats. Cool. The thing about it is when people zone blitz you, very, very simple to read the flats first and in the middle of the field. Out of a zone blitz, it's very tough to cover both the flats and the middle of the field well. Now, if they're in man coverage, let's take a look at this play against man coverage. Again, you can run this to either side of the field, by the way. It doesn't really matter. So we can flip it and then, motion to drag out to the left, hike the ball. You see that the drag gets that little speed burst, unbumpable, get open. See that? Boom. Over the middle of the field, like I said, man coverage, zone, whatever. But I really, really like this corner route against man coverage. Whew. Gets crazy separation. Check this out. As soon as it gets off the bump, bam, wide open. I love that route against man. So you see, those are my three primary reads. combined with flipping this play, so they never really know which side they motion drag, which side the wheel route, which side the corner route's going to. We can kill them, those 3 reads, pretty much alone. I'm sure, if they start to play different types of coverages, like I said, maybe they start to play all-out coverage, maybe they start blitzing you. I don't know, but, there's going to be times where you have to move off your primary targets and go over the middle of the field to either the deep post or the in route. So just pretend that here that's the case. You can see that the deep post is just wide open. The deep post gets more open, like when I say when people play like cover 4 and like cover 2 and cover 2 sink, just because the two, and I don't know why our quarterback threw that in the dirt, but the 2 deep safeties, it's very hard to cover that post route with 2 deep safeties out of zone. Again, here's cover 2 sink. Cover 2 sink does a decent job covering the flats and the corner route. Y'all can see what I'm talking about, how the in route and the post route just work so perfectly together. It's really impossible to cover both because the in route makes those linebackers respect it underneath and opens up the deep post coming right behind it. Meanwhile, if they just manually run back to guard the deep post, the in route's going to be open. But if they're going to play cover 3, that's when we attack them with the corner route and the drag, and all and whatnot. So it's a really really good play. I mean, like again, going back to a cover 3 blitz, maybe we'll look at zone blitz, which actually has purple zones already played into it, which is nice. It's a little different look. So again, like I said, you can run this play to either side. Really doesn't make a difference at all. Make your reads. There we go. Drag. Wheel route was open too. That time. Corner route was covered due to the purple zone. But like I said, it's never really going to be an instance where they're able to cover both at the same time. So here, let's take a look at this. Same setup, we just flip the play. Like I said, you can run it to either side, doesn't really matter. See how open the corner out gets? I just bullet pass lead it up. It's in there. So this play right here, I mean, it's truly a money play because there's just so much you can do with it. Beat pretty much any defense in the game, and it's very, very unique in that you literally could just run to the line, hike the ball, not really give the defense time to set up, and still have all your players be, a great threat on the play. So anyways, guys, please be sure to check out sportsgamers.com for all the best Madden 25 tips out.